Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you 4 deadly chess traps you simply must know if you want to crush your opponents and boost your rating fast. Let's get into it. The BS Gambit. It starts out with the most popular opening e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4. Now you play knight to d4, and if they play knight captures e5, then they're falling for the trap. Now you play queen to g5, attacking the knight and the g2 pawn. They'll play knight captures f7, thinking they forked your queen and your rook, but you play queen captures g2. Now they want to save their rook, so they're going to play rook to f1, but now you play queen captures e4 with check. And if they block with the queen, now you just take the queen with the knight, but if they block with the bishop, you play knight to f3, and that's checkmate in 7 moves. And that's known as the Blackburn-Schilling Gambit. Here's my favorite gambit. It's the Anglian Gambit. It starts out with d4, e5, and then they accept the gambit by capturing the pawn, and then you bring your knight out to c6 to attack the pawn, knight to f3 to defend the pawn, and now queen to e7, attacking the pawn. And now they usually play bishop to f4, defending the pawn, and now queen to b4, checking the king, attacking the bishop, and attacking the b2 pawn. And when they play the best move, which is bishop back to d2, you just take the pawn here, attacking the rook, and now here's where they might fall into a trap. If they played bishop to c3, attacking your queen, defended by the knight here, they think they're protecting their rook, but now you play bishop to b4, pinning the bishop to the king, and now it's basically a lost game for white. The worst possible move they can do here is breaking the pin with the queen here, and now you just take the bishop, they take back, and here's checkmate. But they might take the bishop here and realize what's going on, and then you take with the knight. Now the rook is still under attack, so they need to bring the knight out so the queen can defend the rook. Knight to d2. Knight captures c2. The king has nowhere to go. Queen has to capture the knight here, and then you take back with the queen and you're up a queen. The fried liver attack. It starts with e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, and now with bishop c4, we have the most popular opening in chess. Now if black plays knight f6, you play knight g5, setting up a double attack on f7. If black does nothing, you're going to play knight to f7 and fork the queen and rook, so they must find d5. But now you play e captures d5, and naturally, they're going to capture back with the knight. But now you play knight captures f7, and when the king takes, now you play queen to f3 check, and now it's getting tricky for black. Their best move is king to e6, defending the knight, but putting the king in the middle of the board and making it vulnerable. And then now you play knight to c3, attacking the knight again. However, if instead of going to the middle, the king goes back to g8, then now you have checkmate after bishop captures d5, queen captures d5, bishop e6, and now queen captures e6, checkmate. And now you know the best opening trap for beginners, it starts out with e4, e5, and then you have queen to h5. That's the wayward queen attack. And a lot of times beginners here will play pawn to g6, attacking the queen, but now you have queen captures e5, and the king's in check and the rook's under attack. So they'll block the king with the queen, and now you just take the rook and you're up a rook. But if instead they see that the e5 pawn is hanging, they'll play knight to c6, defending the pawn, and now you play bishop to c4. And this is where a lot of players fall into a trap and play knight to f6, attacking the queen, but now you have queen captures f7, checkmate. And that's a good one for beginners. It starts out with e4, e5, then knight to f3, attacking the pawn, then knight to c6, defending the pawn. Now you have bishop to b5, getting ready to castle, and knight to f6. Now they castle to get their king to safety, and you play knight to g4, and usually they'll play h3 to kick your knight away, but now you play h5, and they think maybe you didn't notice that your knight's hanging, and they'll just take it. And now, okay, you lost a knight, but their knight's under attack. Where does their knight go? Well, if their knight goes back to e1, now you play queen to h4, and there's no way to stop checkmate. Right here, your queen's coming down to checkmate, so they might play f3, and now you just move the pawn forward, and now there's no way for the king to escape. If they move the rook up to give the king an escape square, you just come back here to h1 and checkmate. Those were 4 must-know chess traps that can win you games in just a few moves. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more traps and tips, and let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. See you in the next one.